There's a book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. First and foremost, I would like to say, Kala Yah Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakodash, the ones to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Ruel. Peace, blessings, salutations to the whole flag, to all you brothers out there pushing the word in truth and sincerity. Shalom to all you brothers, stay strong, pushing the words a quick lesson. And as your brothers see from the title of the article from RT News, it says, Russia is ready to beat back potential U.S. invasion with drones and jets. Moscow's military scientists claim in new conflict analysis. So you see Russia preparing themselves, like the scripture says. Okay, these not just Russia, but China and the rest of the nations, Iran, of course, America, Israel. Okay, you know them fake Jews, right? All these nations are preparing themselves for battle, for war. Okay, and if you notice, damn near, it used to be almost once a year a nation would come up with a new military technology, right? With the new military, a new toy, pretty much. Okay, a new toy. For instance, you would have China build a new aircraft carrier, top of the line. But now if you notice when you go to the news and you read certain news articles or whatever, damn near every month you always hear of a nation creating some type of new military technology. Okay, and that's damn near every month now. Okay, Russia came up with the new hypersonic ballistic missile and shit like that, new ICBM missile, and then you have them Israelis built, top of the line helicopters or whatever, warplanes and shit like that. And then, another month you have China, you have Iran, you have America. So now these people, they're coming with new military technology like hotcakes. Just, spitting these bitches out like it ain't nothing, man. Because the Mossad, he's giving these people this technology at an alarming rate. Okay, these different destructive tools, the Mossad is putting that technology in their brains, and they come up with this shit quick, man. So you know that we're at the end of this thing, man, because the Mossad is working with these nations. He's putting this in their minds, okay, through the angels, right? The angels are working through the minds of these people, these nations, to prepare war, to build these different types of missiles and things of that nature. Okay, as a matter of fact, like the scripture says, let me go ahead and get it. Okay, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 25. The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai had opened his armory and has brought forth the weapons of his indignation. Exactly. And what's the weapons of his army and weapons of indignation? Or his, right? It's these different destructive tools that he's given to these nations, beginning with Esau. Okay, these are actually the works of the Most High. Why? So they can destroy each other. So Esau can destroy themselves. Because that's going to pop off the World War III, and that's how America's going to be destroyed through the Lord's armory. Okay, the weapons of his indignation. The land of Israel is going to be destroyed through the weapons of his indignation. Okay, so on and so forth. And as a matter of fact, okay, this is a better one, right? Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the ways to destroy. Exactly. So, like I said, the Most High is working through the minds of these different militaries, these different nations, these different scientists that build these nuclear missiles and things of that nature. Okay, the Most High created these people, these weapons of his indignation. Okay, that's the Lord's armory. Okay. So this is, Isaiah 54 is a better example. So let me go ahead and go back to Joel chapter 3, verse 9. It says, Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Exactly. So this is what's happening right now. You have all these different nations playing war games, right? Now war games is something they do to, pretty much keep themselves sharp in case or when things pop off. Okay, they won't be rusty. It's like practice. Okay, it's like let's say you have a game next week. For 4 days, 3 days, you're gonna go to practice to keep your skills sharpened. So when you go into the game, you're good. Everything's moving right. Your handles are there. Your shot is good. It's the same thing with these war games that these nations do. They want to keep themselves sharp, so when things really go down, they're prepared. Okay, and that's a key word here. Prepared. They're preparing themselves for these things to happen. Okay, not if, but when. So it says, proclaiming this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And I guarantee you right now, the most spending that these countries, these nations are their expenses are being put in their military, in different weapons, and because that's the time we're living in. Remember, the scripture says there's a time of peace and there's also a time of war. So we're definitely in a time of war, and these nations, they know that they're in a time of war. You see shit going down damn near every day now, of certain nothing but tension in the air when it comes to Russia, China, Iran, America, Israel, and the EU, NATO, so on and so forth. Okay, they ain't nothing but fucking tension in the air right now, and they know it. They know that we're in a time of war. These Edomites, they know we're in a time of war, man. Okay, and even these other nations, they know, so they're preparing themselves because that's the time we're in. That's the time we're living in, a time of war. There ain't no fucking peace right now. Okay, this ain't a time of peace. This is a time of war, man. So I was gonna make another point, but fuck, it left my mind. Anyways, continuing on, it says, beat your plowshares and the swords, and your pruning hooks and the spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong. Exactly. So even these weaker nations that were once being bullied by America and so on and so forth, now they're at a point where now they got fucking nuclear capabilities, man. So now you can't really fuck with them. You can't really push in like that. You can't really make a move no more. Okay? So now Esau has to play these little diplomatic games, which now, this little diplomatic games that these people have, they're like, it's going to come to a point where there ain't going to be no more talking, man. Ain't going to be no more, okay, let's do this. Okay, we don't want to make this, more, we don't want to worsen things than what they already are. Absolutely not. It's going to come to a point where these motherfuckers are going to start pushing buttons. They're going to start deploying troops, which the World War III is going to pop off in the Middle East. Okay, Saudi Arabia specifically. Okay, and all these different troops are going to meet up there, and it's going to be on like Donkey Kong, man. You're going to see nothing but death. Okay, there's going to be so much death that the Most High has a special feast for the birds, for the vultures, and man, you're going to have all types of birds out there. Okay, they're going to be feasting on these bodies, man. There's going to be millions of dead people out there. To eventually, it's going to be eventually, first they're gonna be shooting at each other, but then eventually that's going to lead to a nuclear holocaust. Okay, they're going to start pushing that red button. They're going to start sending the missiles all over the fucking place, man. And the main destruction is going to be here in America. But even other parts of the world are going to be destroyed. Okay. But it says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. So this is what they're doing. They're assembling themselves. They're clicking up with other nations that have the same ideas as themselves. Okay, and they have the same enemies. So now they become allies. So everything's coming into play. Okay, the Most High is putting the pieces to the puzzle, and connecting them. Okay. But anyways, with that, I'm gonna say, Kala Yah B'Shem Yahshua B'Shem Kakudash. Till next time, Yah B'Shem Yahshua B'Shem. I'm gonna say Shalom.